I love it
Relatable
because
as heck.
she's like, in a way, I felt like it was breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Like, she was sort of like, I see you, fans, and I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And she's right, we were all thinking it.
It's us.
Hi.
We're the problem. It's us.
Welcome
We're back. Sorry we have not been around in a while. I'm Brooke, that's Emily if you're new here.
We've just been doing other things.
Yeah, we've just been like, I'm like hesitant to say busy. Because
I mean,
like,
we're always busy.
We're always busy, but it's just like, it's honestly just kind of like slipped through our fingers.
It just, I mean, I hate to say it just was not a priority.
No, it got put on the back burner. Like, she's been schooling, I've been musicking. Like,
Yeah.
It's just...
But it's okay.
But we're here now,
now,
and we're gonna review Tortured Poets Apartment and like break it down.
Yes.
It's been a hot minute since this album was released. We're
Yes.
really late to the game.
But I am arguing that that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because, so we filmed an entire...
Yes.
That's
We filmed
the
a reaction.
story of the reaction video. We filmed an entire reaction video, which was going great until the second half of the album came out, and we were ready to go to sleep because we were having a sleepover. We listened to the first half, which we were like,
yeah,
we don't like it. And then
like, we might get some heat for that, but I feel like maybe that was a common
yeah.
opinion that it had to grow on a lot of people.
Yeah, and we're not the kind of fans who just blindly follow.
No.
Or are like, everything she does is amazing. No, we're critical thinkers. We are independent minds. When we first listened, okay, Fortnite was obviously the opening song, which I loved.
Yeah, we liked that one a lot.
I loved Fortnite immediately. My hopes skyrocketed. Then they plummeted. I really did not like it.
I liked Tortured Poets Apartment. I thought it was a cute little song. I was not expecting the whole album to sound like that, though.
Yeah, we just had such different... We thought it was going to be, like, not what it was.
I didn't really go in... Well, I guess I did go in with expectations. I thought, like, I was forming, like, what I thought it might be around the pictures and, like, the stuff that she was posting, like, the covers. Which I do think it matched in the end, but I was kind of not looking for, but, like, thinking that we were going to get more of, like, a piano, like, chill vibe. But we did get a pop album, which I tried to prepare myself for.
My problem was just that when I initially was listening, all the songs sounded the same.
Yes, that was like, okay, we wanted to do a reaction video, and we did, and we will post it, I think,
someday.
On YouTube.
But basically what happened is we listened to the first half, and we're like, okay, we're getting ready to go to sleep. And since I didn't really like it that much, I was like ready to be done. Then we see that it's a double album, and in my mind, forced to listen to the rest of it.
Wait, by me?
No, by Taylor.
Okay. I was like, wait.
I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Which I was like, Taylor, it is not our fault that you have insomnia. Seriously. Some of us like to go to bed. So yeah, the second half of the reaction video is basically
so funny.
Me trying to not fall asleep.
Both of us were like in Emily's bed in our pajamas.
I don't even know
under
if
covers,
it's
like
watchable. I mean, it is because it's funny.
Editing that was so dreary and
because we had headphones in.
Okay, yeah, because that's the other thing. We had our headphones in because her parents.
There are other people in the house, so we couldn't be blasted.
So it's like, just forewarning, if we ever do put this out and go to watch it, we're just laying there, and every once in a while we'll throw out a comment.
And eventually I'm going like this.
Yeah, she's like nodding off a
Trying
little bit.
desperately to stay awake. Yeah,
But yeah, listening to it in a big stretch like that,
it was rough.
Because they all did start to sound the same. Like, now that we've had a few months and I can listen to them individually over time spans, like, they're good.
Sound so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I will say, I don't think yet that I've listened to the majority of them. But the ones that I do listen to, I love. The ones that I don't listen to, I really don't like, which is why I don't listen to them. Mm-hmm. But no, yeah, I definitely will say, when we first listened to it, because this is what happened with Midnights.
Mm-hmm. I really didn't like Midnights.
I didn't really like
when it first came out.
I feel like it was flipped. Like for this, I really didn't like Tortured Poets. Brooke did like it. For Midnights, Brooke really didn't like it. I did like it. It wasn't my like favorite, but I did like it. And then I was like, it'll grow on me because songs typically do. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know, like that's something that I've been thinking about. Is like if something grows on you, is it that you suddenly like it, or you just like have been, I don't know, brainwashed in a way?
I don't know. I don't want to like dwell on that too much because that'll like send me into a crisis. But
what do I actually like?
Who am I?
Yeah. But for this album, I think I say in the reaction video, or maybe it was after we were done, but I told Brooke, I was like, this is not going to grow on me. And
because you were like, I don't like see myself listening to these ever again. So you're like, it's not going to grow on me because I'm just done with it forever.
Because I was like, it's 31 songs that essentially sound the same to me. Mm-hmm. My biggest problem with it is that I didn't feel that many songs was needed. Because I felt like they all sounded the same, and then the length of them, all of them individually were so long. I was just like, is this like an efficient use of space? Which is probably like not the artistic way to think about it, but I really didn't like it.
And it worked for her.
Yeah, but
no, I mean I see what you mean. Mm-hmm. With it being so long, but we discussed like what we thought. So we listened to the album. We really didn't like it at first, and it grew on us, which we suspected it would. Yeah. But we discussed we discussed like, you know, I think maybe this was a little bit of a rushed album, and like she is writing her success she's riding so high on her success that she was like, I'm just gonna put all of this out. And I personally think that she really wanted to have a new album to announce at the Grammys. Like she was saying that she had been working on this for 2 years. Mm-hmm. I think that maybe she had like some lyrics, some random melodies in the works for 2 years, mm-hmm. but she really started refining them just in the past year, like probably while on tour. Like she was really working on this because a lot of the concepts were about recent relationships.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like production was lost where lyricism was like really elevated. Like
I mean, of course, lyrically, I mean, it was about time that she went the poetry route. Mm-hmm. I will say this album revealed to me which producer I prefer, which is Aaron.
Me as well.
Jack.
Not to say that Jack doesn't have his moments, because he's worked on other albums that I love.
Yes, yeah, same.
And every once in a while, like even recently, it'll be like, okay, Jack, like, okay.
Yeah.
But as a whole, I agree. I prefer Aaron.
This was like the only album that I was like, I could say, I was like, oh, this is Jack's song. It sounded very Bleachers to me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That was the thing. I feel like she sat down with her quill and she wrote out these words with maybe like a rough melody in mind, because I write songs and I don't know how she would not have like, because you have to have like some sort of parameter you're writing them in. But maybe even not. Maybe she was even just writing these poems. and then just handed them to Jack and Aaron and was like, let's make some music around the words. Right. And so everything was kind of shoved in.
Yeah, because you brought up a really good point when we were listening, like, sentence-wise, like, there would be so many words in a sentence that it would just sound weird sometimes.
And especially on the first half, especially in Jack's songs, it was all like da 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 da. Like it was literally just like one note like the whole time.
You know what I find so funny?
With like a weird drum. Yeah. And like some sparkles in the back, and that was it.
But Daddy, I Love Him, in the end.
That was like one of the best produced songs on.
Which I do like this song.
I'm not a fan, but like sound wise, it's good.
I do find it so funny. Like I think by this time Taylor has her like signature little, I'm not a musician, so I don't know what to call them, but like those those sounds that she likes, or the like way that she likes to say certain things, or little like just production that is consistent. This album had so many things where I was like, I've heard this before, or this is something. But she does the thing at the end of But Daddy, I Love Him, where she's like, and you should see your faces. And I'm like, it makes me laugh because it almost like doesn't fit in the song, but it does. It was just really funny to me. And again, like you were saying with like that specific Jack sound, there was a lot of that in this album. Yeah. So there was another song. What's the one that sounds like from Lover? Oh, I look in people's windows.
That was intentional though.
Right.
That was cool.
No, yeah, I liked it, but when I first heard it, I was like, oh my god, this is. So there's like a lot of callbacks, but I don't know if
looked at each other. We were like,
I know.
Death by 1,000 Cuts.
Yeah, I don't know if all of them were intentional or not, but
well, lyrically, there were a lot of callbacks that like there were like too many like that I couldn't even like recount them. But
well, so should we like go through the album and say what songs we liked and what songs we didn't? Okay, so Fortnite.
Yeah, we could just go down the line. Fortnite,
I love.
Still like it.
Recently, we were talking about it, and like the end of it, or I guess it's the bridge.
Technically the bridge.
Outro.
It's gorgeous.
Oh my god! I told Brooke, I was like, it almost brings tears to my eyes when
she's an easy
voice. I really am. But when her voice, like, which first of all, Post Malone did such a great job.
Sounds beautiful.
And their chemistry in the music video, that music video was awesome.
It was nuts, yeah.
It was.
I was watching it out in the living room, and my mom was out there. And she was like, "That's what he looks like without his tattoos."
I was like, "So handsome."
She was like, "Okay."
It's funny. And when her voice cuts through in that like bridge outro, I don't know. I was just
gorgeous,
like,
for sure.
She's so
and people complain though. They're like, "Oh, he got the Lana treatment." No, he did not. He got a whole part of the song.
This was a duet. Yeah. This was definitely a duet.
Like, yes, she sings most of it, but he definitely has his moment. Like, for sure.
Like, he had his stamp on it.
Yeah, and he has like little parts throughout. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So love that. Tortured Poets Department.
It's kind of become like the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
Because of that like second verse about like eating chocolate and Charlie Puth and. Yeah,
I don't know.
But I like it. I like the tag of it is pretty.
Yes, I like the tag. I like the rhyming. Does it like have an emotional resonance with me? No. Yeah. Or like it really makes me like vibe? No. But it's okay. not.
Yeah.
I mean, 31 songs. There's gonna be, at least in my opinion, some rough ones in there because that's a lot. Okay, my boy only breaks his favorite toys.
That's one I don't listen to much.
I love this song.
Oh, you do?
It's so catchy. I think the metaphor is really cool.
I appreciate it. It's just not one I have in rotation.
I really like it. This is one that so Fortnite is what I listen to regularly, and so is My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. Down Bad.
That is so
Another
good.
one.
I love it. Here's the thing though, I listen to clean versions of songs, and so I listen to the clean version of that because that one has so many curse words in it. But it loses, the clean version loses its meaning.
I can't imagine. Because
it's so much. Because she says, she goes from F it if I can't have him to what if I can't have him. That's a completely different phrase. What if I can't have him? No. She's mad. She's not questioning. She's not like, oh, like what if. No, she's like, literally screw you, like, and so
it really changes the meaning.
It really changes the meaning of the song, so it's like doesn't hit as hard at all listening to the
I
version.
wonder. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to listen to the clean version to see like what that sounds like.
But regardless, it's gorgeous.
Oh, it's such a good song.
Creative, and it's so dancey.
Oh, it's so dancey.
It's so fun.
I want to just sway in the club to that song so badly. So Long London
is gorgeous.
I mean,
I don't like listen to it all the time, but I appreciate it for what it is.
I do, which is really hard because it's so sad.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how long it is, but it's definitely long.
I love the opening of it. I think it's gorgeous. Which, when I first listened to it, I think I said something about it being like reminded me of like a ship's farewell. Like them like waving, like I imagine the women waving their gloves and like that kind of thing. But then I saw somebody else, and I don't remember who it was, but they were saying like, oh, it's like wedding bells. It's like mimicking wedding bells.
That's true.
And I was like, oh my gosh, no. It's so sad.
The one thing this album has done has confused us about their relationship so badly.
So yeah, this is a Joe song. That was another thing that like so surprising because I mean, unfortunately, I did go in with the lens of like, oh, this whole album is gonna be about Joe. So listening to it the first time, like that was the lens I was looking at it through, and then come to find out, most of the songs are about Maddie Healy.
Which I still don't like. My sister was like, Emily, you need to watch this video because it explains why the entire thing is about Maddie Healy and how they have like a decade-long situationship.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
But the fact that Midnights was Joe's album is crazy to me.
It's just, I'm so confused.
Like, I can't wrap my head around that. But the songs that we do get for Joe, like, they're sad. Like, they're the right amount of sad in my head.
I don't know. The whole, not that it's our right to know, or not that that's what we care about the most.
No.
But I want to know the timeline so badly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it seemed like within 2 weeks, she broke up with Joe, got together with Maddie, and then suddenly is in love with Travis.
Well, yeah. But I mean, we do like see through the songs that like a long time that she was still with Joe, she was like, oh, I want to be with Maddie, like thinking about him all the time.
I don't.
So.
But also, like, I don't know. Leave it. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that. It's mean. We're not going to. I won't hate on Maddie too badly. But, yeah. Okay, then, But Daddy, I Love Him. Okay, so when this song came on, both of us were super surprised because we were like,
It's country.
Yeah, we were like, is this country?
Yeah. I was like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I hear those country chords. I hear
right.
Yeah.
I thought that it maybe would be in reference to Ariel and the Little Mermaid.
Little you and everyone else,
yeah. Which I think it was. But then I saw she recently said in an interview that she thinks that she said that, like, before she wrote Love Story and was like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. But I like that one, although I do find the end funny when she's like, but you should see your faces. I'm like, okay, 1989.
Yeah. No,
it's so, yeah.
That one, I like. I like it, and I like get what she's saying. I don't listen to it, but I like the music of it.
Yeah.
And I like the clever metaphor.
Yeah. Fresh Out the Slammer, never listened to.
Oh, I like that one.
I was almost going to say never will, but maybe that's too harsh.
I like it.
I hate the title.
Yeah.
What does it mean in the song?
So that one's like, oh, I just broke up with my long-term boyfriend. I'm like fresh out the slammer. I'm what does she say? Coming right home to you or something. I won't listen to it in a minute, as you can tell. But I like it.
Yeah, I will say, like, what did you think about the use of like modern slang as song titles?
I didn't mind it. She does that a lot. She uses modern stuff in her songs.
When I first saw the song titles released, it made me nervous because I was like, oh my god, like, are these just going to be a bunch of TikTok songs?
Oh,
like, seeing Down Bad, I was like...
See, I was excited for Down Bad. I thought it was going to be a fun one.
But it ended up being good.
Mm-hmm.
Florida... I feel like if we had a broader audience and people heard me say this, I would be hated on so badly. I don't like it.
I love it. But I enjoy... I keep saying this. I'm like, oh, I'm a fan of Florence and the Machine, though. I like 2 of their songs.
You know what?
But the 2 that I like, I really like, and it had that sound all over it. I don't know. I like it a lot. I love Florence's voice and her like decisions that she makes.
Maybe I'll have to listen to it more, but upon the first listen, I was just, like, my face most of the time listening to this album was, like, a judgy girl, like, judging, like, the outfit of someone that they really don't like. I was just like, okay.
I was sitting there with my licorice, I was like, all right, okay, John.
Guilty as Sin, I love. It's on my regular rotation.
I don't like
I do struggle. I'm like, I'll be bopping to it when I'm driving, belting it out, and I'm like, oh, this is about Maddie, and then I kind of get grossed out, but it's whatever.
I don't know. The thing with this album was, like, she used more religious imagery in this album than she, like, ever has before.
She does love a religious metaphor.
Yeah, and it's, like, low-key, like, some uses of it I get, but a lot of it's kind of disrespectful in, like, my eyes. Mm-hmm. And, like, that one, like, that song specifically was, like, really... She used it. I get what she was trying to say. Mm-hmm. But, like, I didn't appreciate some of the stuff that she said. So that one I just kind of avoid.
I get that. I'm, like, not really... Don't look at it in that way. Mm-hmm. But it always does make me think, like, how religious was her upbringing?
Because I had a religious upbringing.
I don't know. I just always think that's interesting, like how a religious upbringing like affects people versus other people. Mm-hmm. I just didn't realize like how much it affected her. Yeah. But I guess compounded with like the fame part of stuff.
Yeah.
That probably was something. But no, yeah, she does love a religious metaphor.
Yeah, she does.
Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? I don't hate it. I just don't really listen to it.
I love that song.
That's in the set as well?
That's
right?
the one that everybody posts about that she just goes absolutely nuts on. But I liked it from the get-go. I thought it was so different. Like, I hadn't heard her do anything like that. And it's so, like, dark and, like, and edgy. And she has that, like, screaming moments. And, oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Do you feel like it's kind of musical almost? Like, you can imagine
the way she performs it, for
yeah.
sure. When I'm listening to it, I don't get that as much. But she chooses this, like, desiccant that she overlays at the end, which is like a high, like, screamy kind of thing. She chooses to, like, sing that at the shows instead of the melody. And it's crazy. That's why you feel like
I'll need to watch some of that footage.
Oh, we should. Okay, after this, we're gonna watch the Torture Post Department set.
I can fix him. No, really, I can.
I don't like that one at all.
I chose not to listen to this because I've had this mindset before, and I was like, I don't
need the encouragement.
Yeah, I don't need to commiserate because it will just make me feel bad.
No. I just don't like it. Like,
I can't even
as
tell
a
you
song,
what it sounds like.
It's very. Some people like it because it has that, like, Western thing going on, which I get, but it's very just, like, stagnant and, like, boring.
Is that the one that starts with, like, the Western, like,
no, that's Fresh Out
Slinger?
That's Fresh Out the Slammer.
Okay, so when Fresh Out the Slammer first happened and I heard that, like, gunslinger theme, I was like, ooh, okay. Yeah. I was like, I love Rango, and this is giving obviously Western, like, and then it just disappointed me.
I liked but no, this one was like, well, cause it has, like, some of the Western, like, musical stuff going on in the back, but it's also just, like, talking about, like, her smoking, drinking, gunslinging man in the bar.
Yeah.
That's like, we're like, who is this?
You can't fix him, ladies.
No.
You really can't.
No.
That's that. Okay. Loss of My Life.
That one is gut-wrenching. It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful. Okay, this one pisses me off, though, because this one is one that people try, like, there's so much debate online. They're like, it's about Maddie.
Yeah, I don't really understand that.
No, the heck it's not. Like,
how
it's about Maddie Healy. The loss of her life?
I'm sorry,
like,
guys. That's
what?
disrespectful.
Seriously, no way is it about Maddie. That's obviously about Joe. So let's just end that conversation there.
Yeah, you cannot, as an educated person, be like, oh, she was with someone for 6 years. But no, Loss of My Life is about, you guys, Cornelia Street. Like, come on. What is going on? Like, just don't even.
Y'all know better.
You do.
Than that.
You just want.
But it's so gorgeous. That one was, like, lyrically and, like, pace-wise, probably my favorite on the first half. I thought it was so pretty.
Whenever she sings the "You're the Loss of My Life" part, oh my god.
The bridge. Beautiful. That's the best bridge on that part of it, in my opinion.
Again, like, two of the most sad songs, which that one and So Long London, are on my regular rotation, which is, so Spotify has Taylor Swift mix for everyone, and Brooke was like, listen to Taylor Swift mix, it's so good. And so I do listen to that, and it, like, will update with, like, songs that I have on repeat. Which Spotify, please, 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 I've listened to it about 50 times and it's still not on there, so what's that about? But it'll be really funny because I'll be, like, dancing to Espresso and then Loss of My Life will come on. And I'll be like, okay, vibe change.
Yeah, for sure. It's so funny.
Okay, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
So good. We liked it immediately.
Became super trendy. I love it because she's, like, in a way, I felt like it was breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Like, she was sort of like, I see you, fans, and I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And she's right. We were all thinking it.
Yeah.
We were all like, how is she so happy and killing it after...
She was like, I'm not
doing it
at all. Yeah.
Which, okay, says I act that like I act like it's my birthday every day. Is that supposed to be like because that's making her feel better to make it like it's her birthday?
It's just like a fun day. It's all about me.
Because I thought that not recently, but there's sort of like a trend going on where it's like girls on their birthday, and it's like a picture of a girl sobbing, like extremely depressed, which I personally relate to because there was like 3 or 4 years in a row where my birthdays are absolute trash.
Almost every year something goes wrong on my birthday, and I make a big deal on my birthday. Like
me too.
I like my birthday a lot, and so I expect things. And I guess I do. I'm like Jessica Day. I like do it to myself, but then like something will go wrong, and I'm like, my birthday's ruined.
Things did not start to go wrong for me until my 17th birthday, and then from 17 to 20.
Wow.
COVID was mixed in there, but there were other things that happened. Like for my 20th birthday, my stupid dog, shout out, love you, but he like hurt his leg so we couldn't go on my birthday trip, and then the next day he's totally fine.
Not the quotes.
He didn't hurt his
leg.
He was fine. He's like acting like his leg is broken, and then the next day he's walking completely fine. So I don't know what you were thinking there, Marley, but you ruined my 20th birthday. But you know what? Now I just know, because my 21st birthday was awesome, just take your birthday into your own hands and it should work out.
Yeah.
But I was like, maybe she's saying that because she also, like, stuff goes wrong on her birthday.
No, I think it was supposed to be like, I act like I'm having the time of my life all the time, and psych, I'm not. I'm literally dying inside.
Yeah.
So.
The smallest man who ever lived.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, just as, like...
I like the bridge.
A roast to...
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Whoever that person is. Just leave it at that. Okay, the alchemy... I don't like the alchemy. Really hear, and I don't think I like it either.
No, I don't like the alchemy. I'm
about to fall off my chair.
That was one. It might be like my perception of like listening to it for the first time. I think this is maybe one that like it really ruined it for me because we were getting tired, and like that's towards the end of the album, and we were just like, it started and we immediately lost interest. We were like, this sounds like everything else already.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I can't do it. And then it was just boring the whole way through. And I don't know, I feel like I still don't like it very much.
Yeah, I can't even hear it in my head.
It's the one that's like, touchdown.
Oh, wait, do I like this song? Maybe, no, I don't think I do. I do remember, though, us just sitting on my bed being like,
yeah, we were just staring
into space.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, which could get me like flamed, but oh
well. Okay, Clara Bow.
I like Clara Bow.
Me too.
I like what she's talking about.
Yeah.
What she's saying.
Me too. The Black Dog, I don't think I've listened to.
I like The Black Dog. It's not one that I like remember super well, but I know I liked it. And so by this point we were like in bed and like we were exhausted, but that came on and I was like, not second wind because I was still exhausted, but it was like, okay, that was better than anything
I caught your interest.
Just heard on that whole album. It's way better than all of it. So I liked The Black Dog.
I'm Gonna Get You Back.
I don't like that one.
To be honest, I forgot that this was even a song on here.
People like it a lot, but I am bothered by how close of a concept it is to Olivia's, which maybe that makes me like, I don't know what that makes me, but I mean, maybe I'm like wrong for that, but I don't like. It's way too close after Olivia released Get Him Back.
To it. Yeah.
It's the same exact concept. It's the same thing.
Interesting.
Like, you know, like the double entendre of like, I'm gonna get him back and I'm gonna get him back.
Yeah.
Like, it's this, she does the same exact thing. And I'm like, hello?
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's like working on it before Olivia released that. I was like, well, I'm just gonna release it anyway because I already had the idea.
Right.
Which fine, but like I don't know. I've already heard it, so I don't need to hear it again.
Yeah.
I'll listen to the one I heard first.
Okay. The Albatross.
Love it.
I don't listen to, like, it's not in my rotation, but when I heard it, I was like, finally. I really liked it when I heard it.
It was good.
I'm also just obsessed with albatrosses because they mate for life. I did a project on them in our 7th grade science class, and they mate for life. So if albatrosses can do it, we can do it too.
Yeah.
Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus.
We died when we first read that. I like it. I think it's pretty.
Same, but our ongoing joke is just like, who is Chloe? Who is Sam? Who is Sophia? Who is Marcus?
Who are all these people?
Like, yeah, who are they? How did it end? I feel like we both really love.
That's How Did It End and Peter are tied for my favorites on this album. Maybe my favorites that she's ever done. I love them.
That's crazy.
I mean, there are other songs that are up there with them for sure, but I love them. How Did It End is gorgeous. Like, just musically, it's stunning. And the concept, it like basically like sums up her entire experience with fame.
Right.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it.
You know, when I first listened to this album, Brooke caught on to this like much sooner than I did. But everyone was saying like it's her most scathing album. It's her most vulnerable album. I was not getting that. You definitely did. I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I came off of it and I was like, well, I feel kind of drained. That was really mean.
But now, listening more, and then, like, I feel like How Did It End is an example of a song where I was like, oh, yeah, I'm getting it now.
Yeah, that was kind of like y'all need to mind your own business. It, like, is ripping me apart that you keep bothering me about.
Yeah. So High School.
I love So High School.
I love it. I love when people comment on videos of Travis and Taylor and are like, he doesn't know Aristotle. It's really hilarious to me.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's super cute.
That was another one that I liked right away. I was like, oh my gosh, something different.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Yeah, I like that one.
Okay, I Hate It Here.
I Hate It Here. That one's controversial.
The grip that this song had on me for weeks. I would literally, like, I listen to music when I'm in the shower, and this song would come on, and I'd just be like, like, I love, now I kind of, like, get too sad when I listen to it, but, oh my god, I love it so much. Why is it controversial?
Because people, like, make fun of the, like, second verse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That part, when I will admit, I was like, oh, I mean,
it makes sense
bad to say that I get what she's trying to say.
No, like, it makes sense in the context of the song. But when you take it out, people are like, what is she talking about?
Oh, I totally forgot about that. No, yeah, that is kind of funny, but
no, it's so like it's like a very relatable.
I relate to it so much.
Yeah.
We're fine, guys, but I relate to it so much.
Yeah.
Also, I saw it on an edit of one of my favorite TV shows, and then I was like, oh my god, it's so good!
We just talked about this one.
For Outlander.
Oh, yeah.
And when, oh my god, when they're, spoilers for Outlander, when they're, like, apart, and then Claire's like, I hate it here, and I'm like, that's the song!
Oh, yeah!
It's just so good.
Oh, my god.
No, yeah, the TikTok I saw was, like, Claire in the 60s, like, having to be there with Frank, and she's, like, sitting on the couch, and it's like, I hate it here.
No.
And then it'll go, I go to secret,
and then she's
and then it changes to Jamie, and it's like, oh my god, this is so good. Whoever made that TikTok, God bless you.
The spike in our volume.
Sorry, guys. I will say, Okay, when people make TikTok edits that are like so spot on, it's so impressive to me.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Oh, did we lose our plates?
Yes, we did. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Amy.
It's clever.
Yeah, it's clever. I agree.
It's clever.
I look in people's windows.
Again, I just like it for the callback to
Yeah, me too.
On its own, I would be like, what is this song?
Yeah. The Prophecy, I recently am just getting into.
Stunning. I liked that one. That was one that I was obsessed with. Like right after the album came out, I was listening to it all the time, and I was just like, this is such a genius concept. Like I stand by that. Like it's one of her most brilliant concepts to date. It's crazy. It's so good. I love it. Makes me want to like ride a horse through like a forest and cry about being single.
Yeah. No, when I first really listened to it, I was like, knife to the heart. Like she really, So I just recently have become the Prophecy stan. Cassandra, I
don't listen to.
haven't listened to. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of something. I saw an old classmate of ours at a restaurant recently.
You did?
Yeah. And I was like, is that her? But it definitely was her. It was just funny.
Cassandra?
It's not the Cassandra that you're thinking of. No hate to anyone, but I just saw them and I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen them in so long. But I didn't say hi because I didn't think they would remember me.
Is this the Cassandra that like kicked our friend at one time?
So what? Cassandra kicked one of our friends?
Yeah, and then gave her a dirty look like she did it.
I don't remember this. This is going to be our lore part 3. I just sidetracked us.
We still need part 2.
Oh, that's right. I thought we did 2 parts. LOL. No. Okay, Peter.
This was the only one that made me cry. This is the one that made me cry. I love it. But I'm like a huge Peter Pan fan.
Right.
I loved it. And Emily just like, I think it was you that recently pointed out like the actual meaning of like the song as she was writing it. And I was like, why did you do that now? That's all I'm going to think about.
What did I say?
That it was like,
a
callback. It was like referencing like their situationship and like how he said he was going to grow up and then they were going to get
No.
So now that's what I think about. But
when you first listened to it, were you just thinking about?
I was just thinking about the story of Peter Pan, and I was just like, oh, it's beautiful.
Which it is.
Yeah.
But when I listened to it, I was like, oh my god, like she was waiting for him to grow up, and I guess he never did. I don't know. The Bolter. I had really high hopes because, I don't know, I like to think that Taylor consumes the same TV that I do. I feel like we both kind of think that because, and there's a show that I really love where the concept of the Bolter, which is essentially like back in like early 1900s England, was like a term placed on like women who sort of like had a lot of relationships and like went from guy to guy, and then like if they had like a kid with one of them, sort of like bolted from their responsibility. And so there's a show that I love that referenced the Bolter a lot, and I was like, oh my god, maybe if she's talking about that show, but she definitely wasn't. So I really built up a whole story in my head to be disappointed. But it was good.
It was okay. It's not one that caught my interest. It's not one that I listened to. It was kind of like for me.
Yeah. Robin.
I love Robin.
I don't think I've listened to it.
It's just another song about like for a child. Like she does those so well.
She does.
It's beautiful.
She really can capture like childhood imagination in a song really well. Okay, and then the last one, the manuscript.
I liked it. I liked it a lot, and I liked like what she was saying. I think again that's just another one that like is a good like summary or like a good like condensed way of like putting her life in fame,
Right.
like, and telling us about that. It was like, here, like, I've included you in my whole story, I've written it all out, and now like it's yours to do what you want with, you know, like you're reading it. It's I've said what I needed to say.
That's definitely her strategy now, is like saying it's yours, take it for what you want.
Yeah.
To separate herself from I don't know where her career is going to go after this.
She's probably just keep doing what she's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I recently for one of my final papers, I wrote about her. And honestly, it was a big mistake because there is so many routes that you could take to analyze her career. And it's crazy to think that she is just now reaching
this level.
Like, I feel like 1989 is when everyone was like,
paying attention.
Like, she's the person.
Like Red, we definitely got to see like some really popular songs come from that, and like that was like yes, she had like You Belong With Me and all that, but Red was like she really cemented herself as like a pop culture, like she's influential in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1989, everybody was like, oh, like she can, she's doing it, she's doing the thing.
And now she's like infiltrated basically every facet of life. Like, even people who were not aware of her are now aware of her. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, because, like,
crazy.
Eras Tour cannot go on forever.
No.
And, I don't know, yeah. But I just think I'm like, dang, like, she is, like, seriously just a phenomenon now. So, yeah.
I'm interested to see what she does next.
Was this your theory, or did you see that she is going to come back to LA?
No, I saw a theory that she was going to come back to LA.
Right.
Which I hope she does.
That'd be crazy.
Would try to go. Get better seats and see a new set. A new set. I lost the word set.
Right. Yeah, I would love to see the Tortured Poets Department set. I feel like it's so different from all the other ones.
Yeah. She just like leaned into the theatricality.
Yeah, she did. And I love that. But yeah, Tortured Poets has definitely grown on me. I will say, do I think she should win any awards?
There's been too much good music.
I would say no. Did I think she should have won for Midnights?
Yes, I do.
I'm not sure. I don't listen to Lana Del Rey. Not because I don't like her. Not because I hate her or anything. It's such an odd thing, but I've just never gone into her. So I can't say, because a lot of people are saying that Lana should have won. Do I think Taylor should win a Grammy for Tortured Poets? No.
No, I don't think so either. It's just been too big of a year for music.
Right.
Like there's too much competition.
Yeah. And now I just always find it funny, like, we wait so long for an album to come along, and then it comes along, and then it's gone.
I know.
And it's like, who knows?
Yeah.
Like, literally, who knows when the next album is going to be? Reputation TV.
We've been waiting on you.
I mean, we were pranked. We thought that's what Tortured Poets was going to be.
Yeah.
We were highly pranked.
Yes, we were.
But yeah. And then debut. Oh my god. So exciting.
Someday. Yeah, those are our thoughts on Tortured Poets Department. Glad we were finally able to get this video to you guys. Yeah, we'll post this and we'll post our reaction video. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down. I don't really know, like, I'm new to the whole, like, posting media stuff, so we'll see, like, copyright-wise, because we do play the songs in the video.
Question of this podcast: what is copyright law?
Yeah, experienced media content creators, help us out.
Has anyone ever answered any of our questions?
I think you have. You go on there.
I know we have some loyal listeners out there, so maybe answer one of our questions.
That's your homework.
Because we put a lot of thought into them. No, just kidding.
We really, we do. Takes me like 15 whole extra seconds to type out those questions. So, but like as far as future episodes go, Emily's going away. I'm
gonna be gone for a bit.
Turning in DC this summer. So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to record.
I would love to, but I just don't know that all like the technical capacity.
Like, because we wouldn't be able to do like our mics and my computer and like my phone and all that. Like, we just basically have to record a conversation over Zoom, and that would like quality-wise not be good. So we took like a 3-month break, and now we're gonna probably take another one. So,
LOL.
Sorry guys, we have so many ideas.
I know.
We have a huge list of episodes that we want to do.
I think I saw like you recently.
Yeah, plus a couple of like sub-series within like this show that we want to do. So it's like it's not lack of content, it's just like getting around to it.
Yeah. We could do an entire podcast alone on various TV shows.
Like, it's honestly difficult to condense our conversations to one episode for some of these things.
I saw something today that made me want to do a Pretty Little Liars podcast with you so badly.
We could just, like, try to talk about The Walking Dead and keep it to one episode.
So difficult.
We could go episode by episode
for sure.
and have 2-hour discussions on each one.
Before we started recording, we were just talking about Survivor. We could do an entire podcast
for a
on
good
Survivor.
long time. That we could have recorded that conversation, and that could have been. I guess we could have produced 2.
We could have given 2 episodes the vibe from Survivor to the Tortured Poets Department.
So we have a lot to say. It's just like getting around to recording.
Yeah,
our thoughts. But so we'll probably be on another break. Thanks for bearing with us.
But have a wonderful summer.
Yeah.
And we'll see you.
Sorry guys, that was my laptop. I got an email from Facebook.
We'll see you in the fall.
In the fall? That is so depressing. We skip over the entirety of summer. Like, whatever.
Well, okay.
It's depressing, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'll be back, and it'll be, at least where we are, it will still be summer weather.
Yeah.
The month will be fall, but it'll still probably be about 110 degrees outside.
Woo, especially because we've had such a cold spring.
Oh my god, I know.
Shout out SoCal listeners.
June gloom and May gray. Oh my god.
This year they were really bad.
All of May was gray.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know for a fact that once it starts to get hot,
I'll be complaining.
I'll be
but like,
personally, I prefer really hot weather.
I don't, but I'm just like, the anticipation is too much for me. Like, I do prefer cooler weather. Like, I cannot stand being overheated. But I'm just like, it's supposed to be hot now. And I do like summer vibes.
Yeah, May gray is just so depressing. Yeah. It's like, especially like when you're still in school and like it's the end of the school year, but then it's cloudy outside. That's horrible. Like, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and it was my last day of school today. What? That's not how it's supposed to be.
And then you're going to the East Coast, like,
oh my God,
where it's not going to be as warm as it is here.
I've been like checking the humidity here and then checking it over there so I can like understand what it feels like. And like I thought that our humidity was always just 0.
Oh no.
I don't know how humidity
No,
works.
we're pretty close to the coast.
It's like remember that audio which is like this might be dumb, but it's like the Boston Marathon and the LA
Common
Marathon.
sense,
It's like yeah, that's all common sense. Yeah, so I didn't know how humidity works. So honestly, we have this sounds so stupid. We have humidity.
Yeah, me too.
Just not as like
No.
okay, see it like right now where we are, if this humidity level is 62%. So that's fine. And then where I'm going to be, it's raining there right now. But it's 95 degrees. Oh my god.
And raining, literally monsoon.
Okay, and the humidity is 68. So I don't know. This might be completely just, I'm going to be. My aunt was just like, just accept it and move on with your life. And that's what I'm going to try and do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll miss the dry California summer for sure.
Yeah.
Imagine going to the beach and it's the Atlantic Ocean.
I don't like that.
I know. Me either.
I like my Pacific Ocean.
Me too.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
I've been
like the Atlantic.
The Pacific is my home.
Right?
I don't know. I've been like trying to figure out how I'm gonna get to the beach. Like I want to spend so much time at the beach this summer, but my 2 friends are gonna be gone. Yeah. So I'm like, I need to find a beach buddy. I need to go.
Honestly, I've always wanted to go to the beach by myself.
I mean, yeah, if I get my license.
I just have always wanted to.
That's kind of dangerous, though.
I mean, I would tell people that I'm going, and I'd be like vigilant. Trust me. Oh my god. Brooke recently got back from a trip of her own, and we're just very compatible in so many ways. And other people just aren't like us. Like we're in survival mode. Like I'll tell you this off camera. It's such a funny story, but it's about my survival oriented brain.
Okay.
But yeah. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Go listen to Tortured Post Department.
Yes, and keep a lookout for our reaction video and our next episode in a million years.
Yeah.
All right, bye, guys.